Hey gang, Ronan here. As you can see in this game, we've got SirHamer playing the Cristoforo Colombo in a ranked match. Of course, everything is going to be tier 10 currently in ranked. Map is Islands of Ice, mode is Domination. It's always interesting to see how the team splits up, if they do, which camps they head for, whether they're going to have one side that pushes and another side that kites, or just how they're going to lay it out. So we'll see. Matchmaking, well, pretty decent really. Vampire is an excellent destroyer, but so is Ragnar. And where the Z52, as somebody pointed out in the chat, has amazing hydro with long range, Ragnar has radar. Of course, it doesn't last anywhere near as long as the hydro on the Z52, but it's really great for surprising destroyers. And the guns on the Ragnar, once it does catch somebody, reload really fast and do decent damage, while the Ragnar has a significant amount of 25mm armor coverage and can bounce a lot of smaller shells or shatter them. So this ought to be interesting. Now, if you're not familiar with this ship, as you can see at the bottom of the screen, you've got semi-armor piercing shells and armor piercing shells. Now, the secondaries on this ship are, I'd say, decent, but one thing you don't have is the ability to start fires with your main battery. And unless you spec for secondaries, you're not going to have much range on them. This is not a ship you'd really want to do that with. But you'll see here in a second that the semi-armor piercing shells can do some really nice damage, even against armored opponents, although the Yamato's sailing not exactly broadside, but showing quite a bit of side. You can see the Ragnar on the minimap there and dead ahead. He's trying to, I think, cover the cap with his radar while avoiding damage himself. And he lights up the Z52 who's pushing into the cap. Thought maybe our hero might try to get guns on him, but I think there's going to be another opportunity here. You can see guns will be reloaded in 23 seconds. Z52 doesn't look like he's slowing down, so I think our hero is going to get a chance to, if the Z52 is still alive, get a chance to finish him off. Oh yeah. Yeah, that Z52 is going to come around that corner just as these guns are fully reloaded. Yeah, you can smoke, but it's a little too late. Boom. And just like that, SirHamer's taken out the Z52. And you can see the Yamato there push. This is actually a pretty good ship for doing that. You have the ability to smoke and run at full speed even with your smoke. You have to be mindful of the fact that you get pretty good guns and they don't stay well detected when they're fired in smoke. But in this case, thanks to the Z52, nice shot. 8 pens and 1 ricochet for 25,000 damage. That's nice. Thanks to the Z52, our hero is going to have islands and smoke as cover. And friendly Yamato blaps what's left of the Salem. SirHamer's going to get a broadside shot on the Yamato, and then, yeah, nope. Decides to switch to AP. I might have gotten the SAP away and then switched, but This is probably going to be it for the Yamato. He's really broadside. Triple Citadel. That was an excellent shot. And plainly, a very good idea to switch to the AP. You can see the indicator there, so SirHamer knows there are shots coming in. He's got smoke ready. He can smoke up and turn and show broadside while he's smoked. SAP is loaded. Now the good guys have a cap. They had the Bravo cap, but that's obviously getting flipped. I don't think the Kleber torpedoes have the range to catch up to that Yamato. And SirHamer is going to turn. He's probably still within detection range within his smoke if he fires. But he can get his turn almost entirely made here before he pulls the trigger. One of the torpedoes did land, that's great. And there's 9,500 damage. And SirHamer's pretty well angled. Yamato shells are big enough to still do damage, but angled like this, it'll be minimal. I'm a little curious about what the friendly Thunderer is doing. I guess the same goes for Yoshino. He doesn't want to get blapped, of course. Yoshino is it's not known for for holding up well against large caliber shells as SirHamer finishes off the Yamato. But at the same time, right now, Yoshino is way out there. And Thunderer is heading way out there, so I just don't get it. SirHamer turns and avoids torpedoes, likely saw the smoke and said, no, I don't want any part of that. Good job. Almost 20K volley on the Montana. Sitting at 140, well, almost 144,000 damage. It's really a good thing this team had you on the team, SirHamer. Looks like SirHamer's going to wait for some friends. Thunderer going behind an island. Yeah, I don't get that at all. And Ragnar just, yeah, I don't get it. He had to know that when the Bravo cap started to turn, that I guess maybe he thought Mino might have been, I don't know. Maybe the DD is to the south. Maybe the Mino is what picked up the cap. No, there's the DD. Maybe Ragnar was just making sure nobody got behind. I don't know. Mino's in open water. If these shells connect, they're going to do significant damage. Now, Mino does a good job of backing behind the island, but it doesn't matter because he shows a little too much side to Yamato, who had a little better angle, and that's all it took. So at this point, good guys still have 5 ships, bad guys are down to 2. And I would say this game looks like it's all over, really. Vampire is putting some shells out. Montana comes around the corner. SirHamer loses a turret temporarily. That'll be back up shortly. Just about the time, I imagine, just about the time that he's ready to fire on Montana. So as you can see, these SAP shells, they really hurt. They do consistent damage. I've heard some complain that they don't do enough damage against broadside targets, but I think they're pretty effective. And I think these battleships are fun to play, this whole line, really. It's a little different. That might do it for Montana. No, pretty close. Sitting at 161,000 damage now. Secondaries are going to work. And the Yoshino finishes off Montana. Thunderer still way back there. Looks like he's still got most of his HP. I don't know why he's sitting so far back. If this was a random match, that would make more sense. SirHamer, great game. This is going to end really abruptly whenever the Vampire gets sunk, which could happen any time, I guess. Taking a look at the top of the screen there, 73 shells on target, 2 decaps, 3 ships sunk, a cap assist, 3 citadels, 8 secondary hits, a couple of awards, and 161,000 damage. Also note, yeah, take a chance, why not? Maybe you catch him. Hey, it would have been, yeah, it's close. 1.1 million potential damage. Obviously, that number can be quite a bit higher depending upon what you push toward in this game. SirHamer had the good fortune to have a Z-52 smoke up just a couple of seconds before getting blapped. German smoke doesn't last all that long, but it did provide some extra cover, which was really great for SirHamer to be able to make use of that before he had to use his own smoke. Smokes on these ships are fantastic for being able to turn and, fall back or reposition. SirHamer, thanks for sending the game replay file. Really enjoyed it. Those of you joining me here, thank you very much. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.